the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving, 91 yards from the tight end position.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
We got 4 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stepping up, he's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
5-yard line.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
New York.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bears nothing.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Bears 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the 2nd round because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let him know, let him know. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And his kick is good.
Score Giants 14, Bears 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jairo Santos set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones on first down. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Jones on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down, New York.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Giants.
On the run, it's Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A quick toss outright, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to number 6. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Mike 20. In your face. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming up to you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Second and 11 at the 5-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
The ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
6. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's it, baby.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bears take over.
39-yard line.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's back to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
44-yard line.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. They'll call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. To throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Giants' first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half.
21.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.